Hi Libra, welcome to your September General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Libra. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Libra and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped, reversed. That's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. And I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy for you guys. But if you're just here for the card pull, I understand. You can go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps that could take you right to the card pull. But for those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life. And if there is a certain someone, start thinking about them. We'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Libra. All right, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for September for my Libras. And that was really interesting because during that mini meditation, I saw like someone running on a treadmill. So again, someone could be into fitness, doing their cardio, always likes to run. But it gave me more of that feeling, not quite literally, of like feeling like someone's putting the action, the effort into something, you know, they feel like they're doing the right movements, but it's just like staying in the same place. Like it's not really going anywhere. And then my like nose really itched and started to get stuffy. So I wonder if someone's been upset about something, like almost been crying, or someone could be having really bad allergies right now, or even like a noticeable thing about their nose, whether there's like a deviated septum and nose piercing. But yeah, it says getting to know each other. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So maybe, okay, so what I'm seeing for some of you guys, maybe the issue not so much is that like, you guys aren't putting the effort into getting to know each other. It's just like what you choose to spend with that effort. So what do I mean by that? Like, okay, so you go on a date, you talk, you are connecting in that way where it's surface level or maybe very physical, like the physical attraction is definitely there. But are you guys talking about the things you need to talk about? Like, where do you see us going in this? Where do you see this heading to? I feel like that's still up in the air for some of you guys. And I feel with this getting to know each other, it's almost as if like someone almost wants to keep the options open of potentials out there on one side here. And maybe it's because, again, like someone just feels like it's plateauing or that this is not going in, you know, the speed or direction that someone was hoping for. And if that's the case, the other side, the other, the dual of this, the other person coming into this reading is kind of just trying to refocus that. And it's like, okay, maybe I do need to do more. Maybe I do need to step up. Maybe I do need to keep Libra intrigued or talk about the things that will make Libra feel as if all this is for nothing, or that the effort Libra is putting into this, I understand it, I recognize it, and I want to funnel this and feel this into something that will make Libra happy and staying. And that's where I feel their energy is kind of focused right now, in making sure that you're taken care of emotionally, mentally, just as much as you are physically. I do feel that's a big component here. Okay, tell me more. I heard black jacket that someone may have worn the last time you guys saw each other. Maybe it was like a black leather, faux leather jacket. Or maybe it's a go-to jacket that someone always wears when they go out. Ooh. So we do have the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is interesting. Is there some suspicions here, and are those suspicions founded? Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have strong Aquarius in your chart. Does not have to be the case. You know, I feel as if there has been some sort of avoidance, if there has been some sort of like someone that hasn't really been speaking on what they really feel about where this is going, or what they really feel comfortable in, or what their expectations are, the disappointments that could be happening within this connection. Someone's definitely picking up that there's something off and wrong here, but I don't think it's like the warning flags of like cheating or, you know, it's just almost as if it's more so like what's off. And when someone tries to ask the person what's off, maybe the other person's a little avoidant and fully explaining. They may have a tough time in kind of discussing their emotions, maybe because things are so I don't know, disappointing or hectic or chaotic, or it feels like inner turmoil that is like building tension here within someone. And I feel as if the only way to release that is to speak on it, is to actually be upfront about, I don't know, anything that you want or need to see from this person that will make you feel better about this whole situation. Or maybe, Libra, it's what you need to hear from them. And if they're kind of weird about facing things head on, whether there's certain challenges you guys are going through within the connection or outside of the connection, it's almost as if some of you guys feel as if this person is like very avoidant, and that's really starting to annoy you. But I wonder if you guys have fully, and if you, okay, this could go two ways. Like either you kind of expressed it to this person in a very angry way, which because you got fed up and you chewed their ass out, and that's how it kind of happened there. Or it's like you guys just kind of keep it in because, I don't know, you just don't know if it's too soon to say anything or if it's just like a temporary thing. But I do feel like you guys can't avoid this any longer, and it needs to be addressed. That's kind of what the Seven of Swords in reverse is kind of telling me here. What needs to be said needs to be said. And I think even what will need to be said is actually what would create the bond even deeper between the two of you. I don't think this would be a conversation that would explode into an argument unless people were not ready to have that conversation. But I think both of you are ready to have that conversation. And I think both of you can bring a lot of wisdom, insight onto the table without it getting personal and hectic and turn into a fight. But maybe someone was used to that in previous relationships or even growing up that way. Then we have ritual, and it says invocation. Okay, so it's almost as if what I feel with that card here is that you guys are kind of, as you're getting to know each other, as you're revealing a lot more to each other about what's annoying about each other, what you guys want to kind of address within each other, whether that's something personal or someone's schedule or whatever it is. I do feel like you guys are going to end up wanting in September to make some sort of dedication, promise, or effort into incorporating something here that will stabilize the connection, that will help you guys better understand each other and how to work with each other here. This is like a lot of bridge building here going on within this connection in September. And it's almost as if like, if I want to work with you, you need to work with me. And we need to be in this partnership together. It's almost giving me like Three of Pentacles energy. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart, but it's like, let's stabilize this. Let's work together here, because I do feel both of you want this. I do feel both of you think that this can work out, but there's certain things that need to be addressed, like I said. And to actually once you guys have those addressed, let's work on how we can own that, fix that, heal that here. Wow, okay, let's get into the tarot to dive deeper. Okay, so we have the Hierophant in reverse at the dead center of this. Ooh, interesting. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy. Ooh, okay, we're going to get to that in a second, but let's pull out all the cards out first and then do a deep dive. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, someone's kind of questioning, due to the plateauing and due to not expressing what's going on, if this is really going to work out. One side is definitely questioning that. Hanged Man because of the stuck energy, or feeling like there hasn't been improvement, or feeling like there hasn't been someone doing enough to kind of help someone feel more comfortable in this. Ooh, Emperor, but someone is getting the hint, okay? Whoever the Emperor is stepping up all the way to take control back, and they need to. 2 4s here. Your birthday could be October 4th, October 14th, or September 24th. Yeah, interesting. So many reverse cards here. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Moon card. This is Pisces energy, Cancer energy. So with the Moon in the background, I definitely feel as if there's a lot that has been wounded within this connection. Maybe there has been certain suspicions. I do feel disappointment over it all though, and I don't feel like it's anything that was malicious or maliciously done, but it's more so of the avoidance. It's more so of someone feeling like the other person is just not opening up or not understanding or not getting it, and it's creating resentment underneath it all. And it's almost making someone feel as if maybe this isn't what I thought it was. Maybe this isn't the person I thought I could kind of trust, open up to. And it's starting to scare someone a little bit with the Moon card. It's kind of making someone wonder if there's a lot more work to be done that can actually be fixed. Because under the surface, it feels a lot more things that are starting to add up, pile up within someone's psyche. But I feel with the Moon card here, there is a small part of someone, even if they are doubting this or have been doubting this connection lately, there's hope. And that maybe even with the things that are starting to surface, the more difficult things that are harder to talk about, maybe that will be the lighting wave for us to understand, instead of avoiding, instead of getting, you know, emotional and then start to call each other out and the other person gets defensive. How can I communicate my feelings here that will show the truth, but will also not try to misplace or try to defer the worry I have here, the stress I have here? And I wonder too with the Moon card, if some of you guys, there may have been some like family issues around relationships, marriage, or just family issues in general here. And I wonder if some of you guys, like someone's family is particularly a little difficult to get along with. And it's almost as if there's someone here that the family sees as like a threat, particularly the mother, okay, or a mother-like figure in someone's life. And I feel with that, it's almost as if it's been adding to the, you know, the stress, the worry, the anxieties of someone. And maybe someone else has been avoidant and kind of understanding that or recognizing that within the connection, because it's easier to pretend like it's not there. It's easier to pretend like everything's going well. But the Moon can go in 2 ways. The Moon can either, you know, show you the way out of the situation by being fully illuminated, or it could leave you in the dark and not show you the way out. So I feel like September is going to be very eye-opening for someone here in regards to how we can transform this energy, how we can understand these harder parts of ourselves so we can make it through this. Can we make it through this? I think that's someone's big question here. So at the dead center of this, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So Taurus energy, Capricorn energy. So to me, this is kind of giving me the vibes of either someone is wondering if this could ever go into a relationship. So let's just say you guys have been dating, talking for quite some time, and someone feels as if just, you know, as long as it's been and it's still not in a committed, exclusive area or status, let's just say, is this ever going to work? How much longer do I have to wait? How much more do I have to give? When are they going to want to step up and dedicate themselves and really put the effort into this the way I am? And others of you, this could be the case that you are in a committed relationship, or you are in a connection officially, but something isn't working out. Someone feels like there's incompatibility here, or that there's differences here that is making someone really want to question. And some of you guys, it's like lifestyle choices. Some of you guys, we could be different as far as seeing things differently, having different perspectives, but I wonder if some of you guys feel as if there's been some sort of situation, some sort of lifestyle that someone has where it's like, I don't know how we can work around this, whether someone's being too stubborn, too avoidant, and it's like, how can we partner together with someone unwilling to admit what's wrong and what's going on wrong here? That's the main problem here in September. And I do feel someone really wants to fix this. Someone does not want to give up on this. But the other person feels like they've been hanging a little bit in suspense for a little too long. So what's crossing this is the Four of Wands in reverse. Aries energy. So I wonder if some of you guys live with this person, or if they've been staying with you, if there's been some tension in the home, a little bit more snappiness, a little bit more, you know, getting annoyed when the dishes aren't done, and like someone doesn't want to like help clean up around the house. Like some of you guys, I'm kind of sensing that. And even so, even if you live with roommates, that could be an issue too. And maybe even if someone lives with someone's family, it's as if someone isn't comfortable or confident enough to kind of confront the family. So it creates this really unstable, uncomfortable living environment, especially if someone's family is very important in their lives. But I also feel with this Four of Wands in reverse that this is a challenge card again, like someone's really questioning the compatibility here. But I think there's a lack of knowing the true compatibility because there still hasn't been real conversations that have opened each other up to have better understandings behind certain behaviors that may annoy someone. You know, too, again, like I think with this Hierophant in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, someone could have come from like a very unstable home. Divorce may have happened in someone's life. A lot of, or someone may have stayed within a relationship despite them really needing to get divorced. And that was someone's example of, you know, avoidance, of sweeping everything under the rug and pretending it's okay, because to address things would call each other out and it would explode, right? Like maybe someone grew up in that type of environment. But that needs to be addressed and that needs to be confronted. And maybe through this connection, a lot of you were meant to kind of introduce new ideas, new concepts, new lifestyles to someone that may have had a lot of difficulty in understanding and navigating these things they try to push in their subconscious. But yeah, I definitely feel for some of you, it's made like hanging out with this person or the living environment with this person a little bit awkward or uncomfortable here. Someone may like to wear leopard print, animal print, tiger print, zebra print. I don't know. I see that here for someone. What's crowning this is the Hangman. Pisces energy. So what you guys do see from this connection is a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a stalemate. And it's interesting because I was reflecting on the Hangman earlier because I pulled that card for myself. And what I was feeling was like, you have to start rooting down and taking this moment to pause, to understand the roots of a situation, to let those roots and the stronger roots grow and to weed out the roots that aren't going to help with the growth. But it has to be in this place of stillness so those roots could be cemented. So what do I mean by that? So within this connection particularly, if let's just say there's a disagreement with lifestyle choices of, you know, commitment and non-commitment, this moment here of what's going on in your connection is really making you pause, Libra. And it's making you pause for the reason that you need to see something in a way that will help either solve the solution once you get to that solution, or to kind of understand that maybe this is something of too far of a difference, that maybe this can't work. But I do wonder if some of you guys did initiate or did say you needed a break or you needed to pause on this. And if you have, it's made that other person start to see things differently. I don't feel this person, again, has bad intentions, but I do feel they're a little aloof. They're a little detached, and that like they don't really pay attention to the emotional undercurrents in the way you do. So maybe for some of you guys, it's almost like a tough love type of thing where it's like, all right, the only way for them to get this is if I have to take, you know, drastic action per se by, you know, fully telling them how uncomfortable this is making me, by fully telling them how much this has disappointed me, or by straight up putting a break into this. And it's been making them contemplate. It has been making them think in ways that were outside of the box than what they were used to. So in that way, Libra, your strategy did work here. And what's rooting in this is the Emperor. And I love to see this here for you guys, Aries energy. Someone is really starting to understand that this could be in their control. They can take the actions, they can take the initiatives, especially the divine masculine. So what do I mean? We all have masculine, feminine energies within each and every one of us, but some of us are more dominantly masculine or some of us are more dominantly feminine. So the dominantly masculine energy is the one that is trying to say, I got to take care of this. I need to own up, step up, have responsibility, have accountability. I need to make sure that if I want to save this, that my effort will be something that makes Libra feel safe, makes Libra feel protected, makes Libra feel recognized here. And some of you guys, again, I don't know if there's some sort of outside factor that is contributing to this in regards to a living situation, in regards to someone's family. But if it is in regards to their family or their friends that you guys are living with, they need to step up and like put things in order. If you feel as if this, I don't know, let's just use an example. Someone's mom is talking crazy about you or is giving you really backhand compliments. They need to say, you need to stop it. You cannot talk to Libra like this, and kind of address it in that way. Someone needs to take care of business, and I feel through this break, through this realization that you are really questioning this connection here is making them want to step up and own up. And that's the type of energy you've been dying to see from this person. Do something. In the recent past, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. With Page and Emperor here, there could be a really big age difference between the two of you, whether that's a couple years or more than that. And maybe even some of you guys with the Moon card here had suspicions, doubts, gossip around that age difference as well. But I gotta say, with this Page of Wands in reverse in the recent past, some of you guys had recently an argument. Recently had someone lost their temper, someone lost their cool, and kind of just snapped a bit. And I wonder if that snapping, it could have definitely been justified and maybe even started the Hanged Man Emperor energy that kind of started to form within someone. But I feel also with this Page of Wands in reverse, like a little bit of hope has been dimmed, a little bit of, I wonder if they noticed that you haven't been as sexually intrigued by them. If you, like, there's something that they did that made you kind of turn off the attraction away, or the lack of them doing anything made you turn off some sort of attraction in that way. I wonder if they tried to be intimate with you, romantic with you, and that was shut down. And that was like, uh-oh, something's wrong here. I kind of want to clarify this Page of Wands in reverse, though, to get a little bit more specific. Tell me more about this energy for Libra. The Page of Wands in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And, oh goodness. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. So Cancer energy. Yeah, the Queen of Cups in the background here, there's a feminine energy that really, truly does want this. And has felt like they've given their all, has been emotionally available, has been trying to be attuned to someone else's needs, and has been trying to consider what someone else needs from them so they can contribute to this connection. But I do feel the Queen of Cups feels a little bit short-sighted, or feels like things are unfair because of the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel the King of Pentacles in reverse, someone feels like, again, not doing enough, not owning up to enough, not really taking this seriously in a sense. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of as if someone, by seeing someone not taking this seriously, they're like, why am I trying so hard then? Why am I trying hard to balance this out, to figure it out? Screw it. Let me just drop it. And maybe that's where it led to some sort of argument, disagreement, or they sensed your energy where it was once very involved, very active, has kind of just dropped it all. And I do feel the Queen of Cups did that to really see if the King of Pentacles will do something about it in reverse. And again, nothing to do with gender or sex. You're going to have to intuitively decipher who's in what role here. But they're hoping the King of Pentacles will do something now. All right, Libra, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of September, you need to be aware of, prepared for. What else can I tell you about this person, this situation? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this situation. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers and clarity for you guys in the extended. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Libra, I really hope this resonated with you. I hope overall this has given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.